Whoever told you that you can't find a reliable car for under $5,000 either? They don't know what they're talking about, or they're trying to sell you something overpriced. But guess what? That's not true. These 13 best cars to buy when you're broke are not only affordable, they're shockingly reliable, low maintenance, and downright impressive for their price. We're starting with a classic that stood the test of time, and we'll end with an underrated gem that's guaranteed to blow your mind. So stick around, because skipping this video could mean missing out on the deal of a lifetime. Number 13 is the 2004 to 2005 Toyota RAV4. Starting things off is the car that nearly everyone dreams of owning. The RAV4's reputation for reliability goes all the way back to earlier generations. The only surprise is that you can still get one for under $5,000. The 2004 to 2005 RAV4 looks very different from their modern iterations. It was a little bigger than a hatchback, but don't let the small size fool you. These models are part of the highly celebrated second generation. It has a 2.4-liter four-cylinder, producing 160 horsepower and 162 pound-feet of torque. That might sound small, but it packs a punch in a petite SUV. Other welcome changes to the generation were improved safety features. The car has multi-stage front side and full-length curtain airbags. Fuel economy is a modest 23 miles per gallon combined, which is fair for an SUV to date. The 2005 RAV4 is one of the highest rated by owners, with a near-perfect score of 4.9 on Edmunds. Number 12. 12 is the 2003 to 2005 Honda Element. The Honda Element was part of a trend in the early 2000s that saw a lot of boxy cars come on the market, even though Honda stopped making them. In 2012, the Element lives on as a cult classic. Under the hood is the bulletproof inline 4K24 engine. It comes with a 4-speed automatic or a 5-speed manual transmission. The Element has an all-wheel drive configuration that is perfect for off-roading. What makes this car appealing, besides its reliable engine, is the enormous space. You can fold the rear seats flat to create wide cargo space, but if you take out the front headrests, all 4 seats lie flat. This turns the Element into a comfortable indoor tent. This SUV sedan minivan mashup also has non-slip waterproof floors for easy cleaning. The 23 to 2005 cars are very affordable and spare parts are always available. This helps to keep repair costs low. You can still get a 2005 model for under $5,000, and it will last you a long time with minimal maintenance. The only downside of the Element is its low fuel economy of 19 miles per gallon in the city and 23 mpg on the highway. If you don't mind, less cargo space but better fuel economy, check out the next car on the list. Number 11 is the 2003 to 2006 Toyota Matrix. Another car that has been regrettably discontinued is the Toyota Matrix, but that's good news for you, because it means you can snatch up this indestructible car for a bargain. The first generation of cars usually has many issues, but the Matrix didn't have any major problems. Thanks to Toyota's excellent engineering under the hood, it's a 1.8-liter four-cylinder engine, producing 126 horsepower. This small but zippy engine has excellent fuel economy of 25 miles per gallon city and 31 miles per gallon highway. That is better than what you'll get from new compact sedans. One feature owners really like is the separate opening for the rear windshield on the rear hatch. It also has a wiper, which is a rare feature today. Inside the car is comfortable seating for 4 adults and a tight squeeze for a 5th. The rear seats are fully collapsible. thus creating a ton of space. The clever trunk space has a hidden jack spare tire and side nets to keep your groceries safe. The 2006 and 2007 were arguably its best years, and you can get an '06 for under $5,000. At number 10, we have the 2002 to 2006 Lexus ES330. Just because you have a tight budget doesn't mean you can't afford a little luxury. The fourth generation Lexus ES330 has near-perfect customer satisfaction ratings. Owners love its comfortable cabin, responsive acceleration, and reliable powertrain. The 2006 model also had solid safety ratings from N8 TSA. Inside, you've got soft touch materials throughout and a quiet cabin. The ES330 has a 3.3-liter V6 engine shooting 218 horsepower. It delivers 21 mpg in the city and 29 mpg on the highway, considering the size of the engine. This is very impressive for a luxury sedan. One thing to note is this model year had a few recalls. There were a few problems related to the mass airflow sensor and the dashboard cracking. Luckily, these are problems that can be quickly verified before you buy. The engine is top-notch and can last up to 500,000. N9 is the 2002 to 2006. Camry critics were not thrilled with the fifth generation of the Toyota Camry. Toyota was lambasted for delivering yet another boring design for its mid-size sedan. 20 years later, Toyota is having the last laugh. The 2006 Camry, in particular, is built like a tank. It provides spacious seating for 5 adults, and the leather seats have held up nicely. The rear seats are foldable, which makes this car perfect for DIers. You can also choose between a manual or automatic transmission. There are also 3 engine size options across the different trims. The 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine is a force of nature. Sure, it's not the fastest, but it is extremely durable. Many owners have driven their cars for well over 400,000 m. This is in spite of the leaky oil issue that plagued Camry into their 6th generation. Fortunately, not every car has this problem, so make sure you do a thorough inspection before you buy. You can also opt for a 3-liter V6 or even a 3.3-liter V6, but they consume a lot of fuel and are not as easy to maintain. Depending on your bargaining skills, you can get your hands on a decent 4-cylinder for under $3,000. Number 8 is the 2005 to 2007 Pontiac Vibe. Next, we have another discontinued Toyota Matrix. Sorry, Pontiac Vibe. General Motors made the Vibe in collaboration with Toyota, so you get Pontiac on the outside, but it's all Toyota under the hood. Sadly, it was discontinued in 2010. This is great news because you can buy even newer models like the 2007 for a lower price than the Matrix. The Pontiac Vibe has a nice crossover feel with elevated seating and plenty of storage space. Like the Matrix, you get a 1.8-liter 4-cylinder engine, producing 126 horsepower. The 5-speed manual transmission delivers even better fuel economy than the Matrix. You get 30 miles per gallon city and 36 miles per gallon on the highway. The 2007 Pontiac the6 also got a high JD power quality and reliability score of 86 out of 100. This makes it one of the most dependable cars in its class. One thing to be aware of is the cabin is a bit noisy, but luckily the engine isn't that powerful, so as long as the radio still works, you'll be fine. Number 7 is the 2006 to 2007 Honda Accord. It is not an exaggeration to call the 2007 Honda Accord one of the best cars ever built. Sure, Accords have always been great, but there have been a few problematic years Plus, recent models have the horrendous CVT transmission, so we can say they don't make them like this anymore. The seventh generation Accord came with an inline-4 engine. You could get either as a sedan or a coupe. It was one of the first cars to have LED taillights. It also has a huge trunk with space for a spare tire and a real pull-up handbrake. JD Power scores this Accord an astonishing 88 in quality and reliability in comparison. The latest model only scored a 79 for less than $6,000. You can get the 3-liter V6 engine producing 244 horsepower. It comes with either a 5-speed automatic or 6-speed manual UL transmission. While it is less fuel efficient, it is a reliable engine, and that extra power is worth it. The 4-cylinder gives you 26 miles per gallon city and 34 highway, while the V6 gives 20 miles per gallon city and 29 highway. If you care about the driving experience, get the V6 if you want even better fuel economy. We've got some cars later on that will blow you away, and the next one isn't half bad. Number 6 is the 2002 to 2007 Toyota Corolla. There is a reason why many car experts call the 9th generation of Corolla the best ever produced. From 2000s to 2006, Toyota made significant improvements over the previous generation. For starters, these have a larger cabin with generous legroom and headrow. The cabin quality is also better comfortable fabric. Replace the hard, cheap chair covers that felt like plastic. Toyota also improved the suspension and handling, making the car more fun to drive. Best of all, it has a bulletproof engine. This is the same engine in the Matrix, a 1.8-liter inline-4 producing 126 horsepower. You also have an option of a 4-speed automatic transmission or a 5-speed manual. The best thing about this Corolla is the excellent fuel economy. You get up to 32 miles per gallon in the city and 41 miles per gallon on the highway, which is competitive with hybrid cars today. JD Power rated its quality and reliability an 88 and awarded it the best compact car of 2007. If you have a tighter budget, you can get the 2003 for less than $3,000. Number 5 is the 2007 to 2008 Subaru Forester. Whether you're on a budget or not, it's hard to find a better off-roading vehicle than the Subaru Forester, but for under $5,000, the 2008 model is a steal. The 3rd generation Forester has a 2-liter petrol or diesel boxer engine. You can also choose from a 4-speed automatic or a 5-speed manual and a flat 4 or a turbocharged engine. What makes this stand out is the all-wheel drive powertrain. It can tackle any surface, from city streets to jagged rocks, mud, and snow in terms of quality and reliability. JD Power score that's higher than the Toyota RAV4. Despite its small engine pushing a modest 173 horsepower, you can tow up to 2,400 pounds. The handling could be better, but this isn't a performance SUV. This is a comfortable and reliable SUV for road trips and icy landscapes. Number 4 is the 2007 to 2009 Mazda 3. If you're looking for a budget car with responsive handling and decent fuel economy, the Mazda 3 is great. The 1st generation Mazda 3 has a lot of trim options, engine sizes, and transmissions. You could choose from a sedan or hatchback, a 4 or 5-speed automatic, and a 5 or 6-speed manual. You can also get a 1.6-liter, 2-liter, or 2.3-liter turbo engine. While the first two are reliable engines, the turbo leaks oil, while Mazda produced gas and diesel options. Only the gas is available in the US. The diesel engines have almost 70% more fuel economy. However, the 28 miles per gallon city and 35 mpg highway you get from the 1.6L gas engine is still fantastic. If you find a Mazda 3 with over 100k miles, you can buy it, knowing that it still has over 200,000 m left in the tank. Number 3 is the 2009-2010 Mitsubishi Gant. This is another car that has been discontinued despite being a solid dependable car. The Mitsubishi Galant is also the oldest car on our list, as it was first introduced in 1969 and ran until 2012. As a result, it means many lucky buyers can snatch up this Japanese car made at a bargain, part of the ninth generation. The 2009 and 2010 Galant didn't get any high marks for style or power. However, like the '06 Camry, they have proven their worth over time. The Galant has a 2.4-litre, four-cylinder engine generating 160 horsepower. It is also a front-wheel drive, coupled with a 4-speed automatic with good fuel economy. You get 21 miles per gallon in the city and 30 miles per gallon on the highway. The highway, however, current owners report getting 25 miles per gallon in the city, which is better than many new sedans. If you want better fuel economy, the next two cars have it in spades. Number 2 is the 2010 Ford Fusion Hybrid. When Ford made the first hybrid SUV in 2004 with the Ford Escape, it was game-changing. They signaled to the world that they were now an innovative, eco-friendly brand. But if Ford was to beat its rivals, it had to make a good-look hybrid car more appealing than the Toyota Prius. With the Ford Fusion, they succeeded. The high-hybrid version of their mid-size sedan was stylish, fuel-efficient, and fun to drive. But when it was released, the 2011 Ford Fusion Hybrid was considered overpriced. Now you can get it for less than $5,000. Under the hood of the Fusion Hybrid is a 2.5-litre four-cylinder. It's paired with an electric motor that produces a combined 192 horsepower. The Fusion can go 0 to 60 miles per hour in 8.7 seconds. So not only is the car zippy, but it is also fuel efficient. You get a whopping 41 miles per gallon in the city and 36 miles per gallon on the highway, while you can get a non-hybrid Ford Fusion for roughly the same price. They aren't as reliable as the hybrid. In the first spot is the 2010-2012 Lincoln MKZ. Finally, we round up our list with another luxury car. This proves once again that a small budget doesn't mean driving a crappy car. When the Lincoln MKZ was released in 2012, customers loved everything about it. Well, almost everything. It has a huge lightning-fast engine, comfortable leather seats, and a massive trunk. It also has a power sunroof and wood trim with chrome accents. The one thing they didn't like was the price. Fortunately for you, you can now buy that car for just about $5,000 today. If you're okay with spending a bit extra on fuel, we recommend the non-hybrid version. It has a 2.5-litre V6 engine producing 263 horsepower and 249 pound-feet of torque. That's more power than in many new Lu-Y SUVs, but that means you'll only get 18 miles per gallon in the city and 27 on the highway. The 2012 MKZ got an astonishing 89 out of 100 rating for quality and reliability by J.D. Power. This is astonishing for a luxury car, and the highest rating on this list. So, the next time someone says to you that you can't get a reliable luxury car when you're broke, show them this video looking for a car that's built to last. Don't miss this. Discover the 13 most reliable cars ever made, vehicles that keep going. No matter what, click here to watch and find your perfect ride. Your